second time's a charm. First time I tried to film this, I was a little too close to the camera, so we readjusted and reevaluated because I kept getting fuzzy and it was bothering me. So, anyways, I am going to walk you through the step-by-step on how to wear fake eyelashes and how to go about the whole application process, how to choose your eyelashes, how to trim them, how to get them to blend the best way possible. So, I have all of my makeup done minus my eyelashes. I have no mascara on. Nothing is on my eyelashes other than the crap that's fallen on them from doing my makeup. So when you're starting out with eyelashes, I always recommend you wear eyeliner. It's going to be so much easier for your fake eyelashes and your real eyelashes to blend because it fills in any space that might be showing through if they are not perfectly together. Obviously, I have very dramatic wings on. You do not have to do this when you're starting out with lashes. You can do just a line across your lash line. You can do a really dark smoky eyeshadow. Just make sure that area is as dark as possible. Then for my tight line, so the little space between your lashes and your eyeball, there's a little strip of skin. I have it lined right now, but you're going to want to line that with some sort of pencil eyeliner. I like to use an automatic gel one because it's the easiest application for me. I don't have to worry about stabbing myself in the eye, and I don't have to sharpen my pencil. And a couple of the ones I like the Physicians Formula one, and I also like the Flower one from Walmart. And then Rimmel also does a pretty good job with their eyeliners. Obviously, there's other good ones out there, but those are some of the ones that I like to use. And make sure you line that no matter if you're wearing eyeliner on top or not. You're always going to want to line that when you are doing lashes because it will make it a world easier for them to blend and it will finish off your eyelash look. Otherwise, it's going to look very strange when you have a lot of eyelashes and then this random strip of skin because it'll be much more noticeable when you've got a black strip of lashes right up against that. So make sure you fill that in. Let's talk choosing eyelashes a little bit. So I use a couple different brands. Some of my favorite brands in the drugstore, my absolute all-time favorite lash brand from the drugstore is Allure or Eyelure, however you say that. It is one of the best quality pairs of eyelashes that you will find. Mine typically last me a month, and that's wearing them every day. I just take the glue off the strip of them and I can reuse them. They are very well made, and I love the applicators that they come with. So even if you don't end up liking the lashes, I would still get a box so you can get one of these little applicators. This is all I use when it comes to putting on my eyelashes. I will not wear eyelashes unless I have one of these with me. I like the way they feel on my hand. I like just everything about these. So make sure you get a pack of those eyelashes so you can get one of these. Unfortunately, I've used all of my pairs of eyelashes from Allure and I forgot to go to the store to buy some. And I get mine from Meijer because they typically have sales at Meijer and it's amazing. So Meijer or Ulta, either one. Obviously another brand of eyelashes that a lot of people like are Ardell from the drugstore. That's not a huge thing for me. I use them sometimes, but it's really not one of my favorites. I don't think that they are the hype that is talked about. But anyway, that's up to you to decide. But make sure you get this little applicator if you're new to starting with lashes. It will save your life. Actually, my favorite eyelashes are from eBay. I get them in a little package that looks like this. I get a whole sheet of eyelashes for $4. And these eyelashes last me for a pretty long time. They are a little stiffer, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend starting out with these, but I also put the link down below so you guys can use these later on. But they're cheap ones, so if you mess them up, you're fine. You've got more pairs, and they're cheap. They just take a month to get here. So if you want lashes now, don't order these. But anyways, when you're looking for eyelashes, if you don't want to go with either of those brands, totally understand. But if you're looking for eyelashes, make sure when you're looking at the actual eyelashes that the lashes do not shine. That's not natural for your eyelashes, so you don't want your fake eyelashes to shine. They will look plastic on your eyes and they will look ridiculous. So make sure that they have more of a matte or a satin finish to them. It will make them look much more natural on your eyes. So when I take my eyelashes off, all lashes are like this, but when you take them off of the panel, they are ridiculously long. So obviously you have to trim them because I'm sorry, but I don't have cartoon eyes that are long enough to fit these eyelashes. So you're going to have to trim them. So a lot of people think trimming them, you want to trim off the inner corner to make them shorter. Well, if you look at your eyelash, it descends in this area and it is about the same length from here on for your outer corner. You always want to trim from this side because if you trim this off, they will not descend correctly and they won't blend in with your eyelashes and they'll make your eye shape look weird. So always make sure you trim from the outer corner in, and always make sure you trim both lashes the exact same way. So for instance, mine have a pattern on them of how the lashes are done. So say I needed this much off, I needed 2 thick areas off, and I wanted to start on the thin area. Make sure you cut it there and make sure you measure the same pattern on the other pair of eyelashes so they look symmetrical when they're actually on your face. So how I like to measure is I place it on my eye. You don't want your eyelash to go all the way to your inner corner. You want it to go, if you're looking straight, you want it to go to the edge of your pupil. If it goes any further than that, when you close your eyes, it will stab you in your inner corner and it will be incredibly uncomfortable and your eyes will water and they'll fall off and you'll have a hot mess going on. So when you measure, make sure you put the front of your eyelash to the front of your pupil and then you're going to press down. So right now I can see, even though this isn't totally attached, I can see the pattern ends at the outer corner of my eye. Again, second patterns in and starting with the thin part. I'm going to zoom you in so you can see. So if you look, I placed it on my inner corner here. It's not attached, it's just resting on my eyelashes. You can see how my outer corner reaches this area here. Even though it's not all the way pressed down, when that bends down, it will even out. So I'm going to trim my eyelash right here. I have a little pair of beauty scissors that I will just trim that little space off. And then after trimming that little space off on one of the eyelashes, I will check again and make sure the measurements are correct for my eye. And they are. Okay, so now that we have our eyelash all measured to our eyeball, I want to talk a little bit about lash glue and how you want to go about this. So most lashes are pretty stiff when you first get them, so I always like to bend them every direction I can because the lash strip is too stiff for me to mold to my natural eye shape. So I make sure I mess with it enough to break it up. You're not going to rip your eyelash if you've got good eyelashes, so don't worry about that. I'll take them in my little tweezers like so. I don't want them all the way to the end, and I want them centered about perfectly on the lash strip and in the middle of those lashes. I have the whole lash sandwiched here, so that way when I place it down, I place it evenly. The reason why I like this lash applicator is because of how wide the actual plastic piece is right here. That way it stays even and it applies to my eye steadily rather than having skinny tweezers to do so. So my favorite eyelash glue on the face of earth is my Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. I'll also put this in the description box for you guys. I'll put all of this in the description box for you so you can have it all, you know, all the information, because I know I'm throwing a lot of names at you, but it's got a little brush applicator. I like this thing because I can get the glue exactly where I want it. I don't have to worry about making a mess. So I will take my lashes in one hand, and I'll take my lash glue and I will apply a good amount to that little lash strip. This is about what it should look like when you're done. A good even amount on both ends, and I did put a little extra on each corner to make sure it holds for me. So this lash glue will get a slight blue tint when you are using it, so make sure that it has that before you go ahead and try to apply it. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a glue mess all over your face. So I like to use the Rimmel Lash Accelerator Mascara when I use eyelashes because it is not clumpy and it's something that doesn't dry super fast. So it's really easy to apply my lashes together with my real eyelashes. And I make sure to give a good coat to my lashes before because I don't want to coat mascara on the fake eyelashes because they won't last as long. So now you guys see the reason why I cut this out of all my videos, because it is a lot to talk about and a lot to take in. So now it's getting tacky enough. You can see it's slightly starting to separate and it's turned to a light blue color. So I'm going to go ahead and I like to angle downwards and look down so that way I have my eyelid stretched as much as possible. So when I put my eyelashes on, I always place it in the center first because you want them to be centered. How you adjust that, if they are not, you're going to put your outer corner on next. And you're going to press it in to attach it. always do your inner corner last because that is the hardest to adjust if you do not like where your eyelashes are sitting. Then I'm going to take my real eyelashes and my fake ones, and I'm going to press them together with this tool. And when I'm done, I always push them upwards to where they look nice and long and full, and they're not stabbing me in the eyeball. So this is my eyelashes totally done. I know I threw a lot of information out at you guys today, and I know it can seem pretty overwhelming, but trust me, you guys, if you don't get it the first time, and you don't get it the second time, and you don't get it the 100th time, it doesn't mean that you're not going to get it eventually. I used to get so much anxiety, and I was stressed out, and it was horrible, but I wanted to learn how to do eyelashes so badly. I did not give up. I tried every night with my makeup, every single night, or I'd do my makeup and start 3 hours before I had to leave just so I could do them. And it went from taking me 2 hours to half an hour to 10 minutes, and now maybe this video is something that was so requested, and I have thought about doing it. I was like, well, a lot of other people have eyelash videos out there. So I decided that I would put all of my tips and tricks to putting on eyelashes and the application and choosing your eyelashes, everything that leads up to actually wearing them on your face, in a video, because this is everything I wish I knew from the get-go. I could have saved myself so much stress and ache. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I hope this video was helpful to you guys. I know it's super long and super in-depth, and I threw a lot of information out at you guys. But like I said, I'm putting everything in the description box for you guys. If you guys have more questions, please ask them in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to let me know. And if there's anything else that you guys are struggling with makeup, I'd be more than happy to do a video for you guys on where I started to where I am now. This was actually a lot of fun. I kind of thought that this video would suck and I would be like, well, this is an eyelash. This is how you put it on. You're done. But turns out I have more information to share than I thought. So, also, make sure to follow me on all my social media. I have Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Snapchat. I'm a sucker for Pinterest. I'm on there all the time, so you can see all the stuff that inspires me. And then Instagram, that is probably my most popular platform outside of YouTube. I have a lot of fashion posts on there, a lot of things like that, and life updates. So make sure you check that out. And then also I have another Instagram for all of my hair work that I do. I am a hairdresser, so I have all of that stuff if you want to see my portfolio. But yeah, I've got a little bit of everything out there, so if you want to check that stuff out, all the links and names will be in the description box for you guys. Anyways, so yeah, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!